I'm very grateful to Prime Minister Najib, not just for his very generous hospitality, but also for being able to accommodate me and my delegation and welcome us here today on what must be a very busy day for him, because it's a day on which you're installing a new Yang di-Pertuan Agong. So I congratulated him on the new Agong, and I look forward to working with Malaysia and to receiving a visit from the new Yang di-Pertuan Agong in due course. It's been a very fruitful retreat for us. We signed the agreement on the high-speed rail, a bilateral agreement. We've endorsed the technical arrangements for the Singapore-Johor Bahru RTS link, the Rapid Transit System link. And we also agreed on a broader range of cooperation between our two countries, including a new triennial cultural showcase, which we will embark upon between Singapore and Malaysia. First of all, on the high-speed rail, we're very glad to witness the signing of the formal agreement today. We had an MOU back in July, and since then our officials have worked hard to pin down the details and a legal text, and we're ready to sign, and we signed it today. It's a marquee project, a significant milestone in our relationship. And as Prime Minister Najib says, it will transform the way we interact, socialize, do business, and for the better, and give both sides a big stake in keeping the relationship stable and warm. I'd like to thank particularly the ministers, Khaw Boon Wan on my side, Dato' Rahman Dahlan on the Malaysian side, and before that, his predecessor, for their, who was Dato' Wahid, for their very hard work in the negotiations and for landing the agreement. And now we have to implement the agreement. It's a long way to go yet because it's a complex project and we're making long-term commitments, but there's a strong political will on both sides to ensure the project is done right and is a success. And I look forward to taking my first train ride up to Putrajaya in 10 years' time. I'm also happy that we've made important decisions on the RTS link, which will further enhance our connectivity and benefit thousands of people who commute between Singapore and Johor daily. It will connect Johor Bahru to Singapore to our Thomson East Coast line, the Thomson East Coast MRT line, and use same systems as the Thomson East Coast MRT line, so that visitors can clear immigration in JB, get onto the RTS, come to Singapore, and transfer to the MRT seamlessly, and vice versa. We've settled on a high bridge crossing. This was a major point. How are we going to cross the Straits of Johor, high bridge, low bridge tunnel? And after extensive discussions, we've agreed that the high bridge is the best solution, and that clears the way for us to work towards a bilateral agreement, which I hope we can sign by the end of next year. All these projects show our commitment to work together and to strengthen our links. And when they come to fruition, there'll be more exchanges between our people and deeper ties between the two countries. So that's one of the reasons why we agreed to hold a triennial cultural showcase in conjunction with future leaders' retreats, building on the success of Titian Budaya, which we hosted last year. And this will further our cultural cooperation, which is very important because our relationship must be just more than just economics and transactions. Ultimately, it's about friendship between the people, friendship and trust between the leaders. And arts and culture play an important role here. We also discussed other areas of bilateral cooperation. Iskandar, which now celebrates its 10th anniversary. I congratulated the Prime Minister on this milestone. It's next door to Singapore. If Iskandar prospers, so does Singapore. And I'm very glad that Iskandar has attracted substantial amounts of investment since its launch. And Singapore is the second largest foreign investor in Iskandar, Malaysia, and also in Johor. And we will continue to work closely together in the Joint Ministerial Committee for Iskandar, Malaysia. Our joint venture projects between Temasek and Khazanah are progressing well. In Johor, in Iskandar, there's the Affinity and the Avira wellness projects. In Singapore, we have the M+S projects. There's one marina, which is, you can see coming up. I saw it coming to the airport today. There's a duo, which is at Rocho, which is also coming up. And they show visibly that this is a win-win partnership which is progressing. On water, we have a clear statement of where we stand. It's an important issue for both countries, and we are happy that we have agreed on the importance of ensuring reliable and adequate water supplies from the Johor River as provided for in the 1962 Water Agreement, and to take necessary measures in order to make this happen. I'm very happy that the Johor River Barrage is now in its final stages of completion. It's already making a difference and helping to improve the yield of the river, and our agencies are working closely together. I appreciate, and that means on our side, the PUB, on the Johor side, Bakaj, and on the federal level, KETA, K-E-T-T-A. And I appreciate very much that Malaysia will be undertaking appropriate and timely measures to increase the yield of the Johor River. So these are among the things which we discussed together. There are others as well. We also looked at the state of the world and the uncertainties and the anxieties which are currently prevalent internationally. Change of government in America, Brexit in Britain, major changes in our part of the world too, and tensions and preoccupations in various countries in the region. And we agreed that in such a circumstance, all the more, our bilateral relationship must be strong, and we should work together within ASEAN to strengthen ASEAN cohesion, to deal with the issues so that we can share each other's burdens and prosper together. Thank you very much.